The cost of something is what you give up to get it. Jen Nascimento is a college junior and an English major. She's made the choice to go to college for 4 years. So what's the cost of her college education? There's the cost of tuition and the cost of buying books.
But in fact, one of the biggest costs of going into college is the fact that you spend your time there, and what you're giving up to go to college is the lost wages that you could have otherwise earned. So in thinking about the cost, we shouldn't think of just the out-of-pocket cost. We need to think of the full opportunity cost, which means everything you've given up, including the wages from that job that you couldn't take.
Nothing comes for free. Our time is worth something. If you decide that you're going to go to a ball game, you're going to give up something. What are you going to give up? Well, what else could you have done with those 3 hours? Perhaps you could have worked at a McDonald's and earned $15. Perhaps you could have written a prize-winning paper or painted a prize-winning painting and made thousands of dollars. Or perhaps you could have had a nice cup of tea with your grandmother. There are trade-offs there. The cost of doing anything is what do you give up by doing it? And students always need to keep that in mind as they budget their time.
The opportunity cost of going to college varies for different students. For Jen and most students, the cost is relatively low, since the likely alternative is a low-paying entry-level job.
Julian Blanks, cross half court, taken away by Kobe Bryant, who is going to go the distance up and slams it home.
But for a star high school athlete like Kobe Bryant, the opportunity cost of going to college was much higher.
Perhaps the clearest example of opportunity cost comes in the case of athletes who are so good they can go straight from high school into the pros. What is the opportunity cost of going to college for someone like that? Well, take Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was a star high school basketball player with the opportunity to go into the pros for several $1 million a year. If he decided to go to college instead, he would have had to give up that several $1 million a year salary. That's a very, very large opportunity cost. It's not surprising that athletes like that decide often not to pay the opportunity cost and to go straight into professional athletics.